one more week of checking out people's houses, looking at the furniture and the decoration.
You've literally said one more week, so now we can't put this on like an early episode. You've literally just... This is meant to be generic.
Did I not say another week?
No, you said one more week, which means we can only use this at the end of the series.
So we'll not do that one.
Rate My Throw, or should I say Rate Your Throw, is where myself, Matthew, Edgar and Andy Cornwall will be looking at your throws every Monday from 7 o'clock. We'll be taking a look at your throw, your balance, your posture, your alignment, your movement, everything that makes up the mechanics of your throw, giving you a better understanding of what is working within your game. Key thing to remember though, this is analysing. This is not coaching, although you will probably find plenty of helpful tips and advice to improve your game. Familiar?
It's my Edgar, isn't it?
You wish.
I do wish, you're right. I don't quite know how you wrote me into this, Matt, but yeah, you clearly want to analyse my throw.
Well, part of it was because we only brought 11 clips today and we're filming the whole series, so we needed another person and you volunteered.
Did I volunteer, did I? Is that what it's called when somebody says, right, you're doing it? Yeah. Okay.
I don't think my camera works the best because despite the fact we ask for things in certain ways, we haven't filmed it that way ourselves.
I love the fact that we ask for specific camera shots, yet we can't do it ourselves. But anyway, I'm smiling, so I must have been enjoying myself. As we know, I don't play darts these days, so I'll happily take any critique you can throw at me.
We're having a look at stance here as well. Look, you see, a bit of camera moving.
Oh, yeah,
in there.
It went down a little bit. Yeah, very, very good. Okay, I think there is a shot of it very briefly somewhere where you do actually show my feet. I think it's on the other angle, isn't it?
For me, it's here.
Okay.
So we're looking at the front side of the body, we're looking at that angle going through the foot, through the knee, through the hip, and coming all the way up. It actually comes through the balance line, sort of behind the head. So with that, you're going to need some form of aggression in the front side of the throw, or, as we know, a push point on the darts. It's why you need a scallop. It's why you can't throw a straight barrel dart as such, because the balance is coming behind the head. You need something more on the push side.
Yeah, and I absolutely do have a scallop on my dart, and as you know, I struggle with darts that don't have that.
Everything else,
I think feet position's pretty decent. As you know, I stand right in the middle, so I'm kind of down the line. It feels weird critiquing yourself, but is it perfect? No. Is it decent? Yes.
Yeah, I'd pass that. That seems okay. I would just maybe bring back the lead shoulder a little bit. That's sort of going on its own little wander. But you've compensated that by changing the equipment. You can compensate for things being wrong. It doesn't have to have everything bang on. And that's what we've done here.
Yeah.
So stance, I would go 7.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to say... I'd have said 8, but I don't want to say that now because that sounds so bad. So I'll leave the scores to you on this one. So what surprised me is the front view. I had no... And people would go, well, surely you analyse your own throw. But as you just said, you don't. And I wasn't aware that I actually pulled a dart almost to my left eye.
Who are you talking to, though? You're talking to someone as well, weren't you?
Yeah, probably the cameraman.
The cameraman that stood over here.
Oh, was it Daryl? I think Daryl might have been in the room at the time. Oh, nice precision shirt in the corner on the...
you see him on this
so you see from this angle...
Guest appearance, there he is.
There's Daryl Fitton, there he is. Snuck in the corner. We might have to do his throw at some point. I'm sure we will. So, yeah, I do pull the dart further left than I ever imagined.
Shoulder, that's all that is. Yeah. You're just not allowing the arm just to come straight through as a lever. See, just how the shoulder just... See how it rotates slightly? So you're just turning over.
Yeah, just slightly turning in, yeah. Yeah, interesting. I mean, I think it's fairly rhythmical. I think I've always had quite a rhythmical throw. There's no stop, start, it's all one movement. But yeah, you're right. I'm surprised by the fact I'm pulling it so far left and then snapping the release. Is it the same every time? It's fairly similar, isn't it?
Yeah, and again, leans into what we said. Because that balance is off, snappy is what you need. Powerful wrist, push point.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, throw, if I was analysing somebody here, I'd probably be sort of 7-ish, 7, 8.
I was going to say the same.
Yeah.
7 because it's not right, but also you've corrected issues by fixing them in another part.
Yeah.
So we don't need to lean into the fixes because you're compensated. We need to add another compensation in. Not too much in there. There is a little bit, like you sink into the throw very slightly. See, like just sort of sinking in.
Tiny bit of head, yeah.
It's like the eye line is coming down to meet the dart, rather than the hand coming up. But if you change that, what you probably do is you'll probably find that you start throwing higher.
Yeah, and I quite like, from a throw perspective, from that side view, where my elbow and arm is, it's staying fairly level. There's no up and down. It's staying at the same height, so I'm quite happy with that. You can totally see my push there because it's not a full backswing. You see some people going all the way back, almost behind their face. Mine's sort of 3/4 and then accelerating from the push point.
Straight arm.
Yeah.
Slightly frailing elbow coming across. So it starts a bit Simon Whitlocky, a little bit wide.
Yeah.
And within the backswing, the elbow straightens up. So
yeah.
If we watch here again, chat. Elbow points out, and then as you see, the elbow comes into shot more and more as it goes on.
Yes.
So the arm's coming across very slightly. So a little bit of movement there, but non-effective because you haven't thrown the dart.
Yeah.
And you
I've
haven't
moved
started
into position before I've... Yeah, I see what
you
you're
haven't
saying.
started accelerating while the elbow's moving. So an untrained eye would look at that and go, well, the elbow's moving, but you haven't started the forward motion by the time the elbow's in position, so it's fine. Yeah, I'll give you an 8. What you grading? Where's your grade?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a B to me. It overall looks like a B. There's not, it's not an A. It's
Nice
not a
tight
C.
I'll stick with a B.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
I've got one cupboard, and then it's the next line.
Oh yeah,
on my
he's looking
floor.
down. Yeah, he's looking down for the line and in between the wood flooring.
Yeah, or washing machine, which is way too far out. One panel, and that's my line.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine that's exactly 7, 9 1/4.
It'd be a bit of a coincidence, wouldn't it, if it was exactly on that line?
So I think the distance will be slightly off.
Yeah, I'm worried by how he's standing. I'm very, very worried by how he's standing. He's so open, what I call open at the front. I mean, shoulders, hips, and legs are pointing at the next room.
While we got the arc, maybe in the back, slight arc.
Yeah,
Shoulder a bit further back than the hips.
it's all off.
Arcs.
It's all off that for me. And he's going to have to pull it left, does he? Yes. So he has to. Otherwise, he'd be hitting the 6 all the time.
I'm going to do something I've never done before. And I'm going to give you full rein on this one.
Okay.
And the reason being is because I can see something's off. But this is one that I think doesn't lend itself to video analysis. Because I want to see what the grip is. I want to see what's on the dart. I want to see which fingers are on the dart. I want to see what the finger and the thumb are doing in relation to each other. For what I want to see here is when that arm's coming through, I get this nice little V shape in the hand.
Okay.
Now, that tells me that the release is good. The finger and the thumb are coming off. But if that's happening, I really need to see what's happening with the finger and the thumb in relation to what's in front of the other.
Okay.
And I can't get it. So,
All right.
I'm sorry, Aaron, but you've got to deal with Andy on this one.
Right, so I'm going to say to Aaron is my issue is this. His start position here is everything is pointing to his right. So the angle of the hips, the angle of the shoulders, the angle of the feet, everything is pointing right. If he threw his dart down the line of everything there, he'd miss the board to the right. So what he does, if you can see, he's actually pointing his arm right of his right eye. As he then comes through, if we picture where his arm is there, sort of on the line of the extractor fan, and then as he comes through, he's way off to the left. So he's what I call a puller. He's aiming right and he's pulling it left to compensate by the fact that everything is aiming right. So we'll see him do that again. We go back. Here he comes, set up to the right. Where's the next position? There, he's starting to go left. And now he's going left. So that arm is nowhere near in the line of what every other part of his body is. So that's the issue for me right there. Again, we go back to stance. So, you know, I'm really, really poor on that stance. I'm sort of 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I think
sorry,
there's an
Aaron.
issue there. Yeah, sorry about that. Throw-wise, The rhythm's pretty good. He sets it there, back he goes, through he goes. Rhythm's good. Like the fact that he does the same every single time. We'll see that on these 3 darts. Sets it, back, through. Sets it, back, through, but it's off to the left.
Do you want to see it from the side?
I'd love to.
Nice tight arc, I can imagine from there. But again, I can't see it. I'd need to see this throw in real time, I think, because I'd imagine it'd be a tight arc, but also when you get a camera shot, it's quite hard sometimes, because if you just catch it coming off the edge there, it looks like it's starting to dive.
Yes.
I can't quite get it. Fully.
Almost.
Let's watch it in real time. So
is he releasing point down, possibly?
Watch. Dives.
Yeah.
See how it dives?
Yeah, it
It's
does.
not going up, it's coming down.
Yeah,
that one was worse.
Yeah.
And there, look, see it? Watch the edge of the screen.
Yeah,
down. It's down.
Yeah, it's pointing down. And the dart does not want to fly like that. So
That's
there's
why I need to
issues
see
there.
the grip.
Yeah, there's real issues there. That dart is going to be all what we call fishtailing. It'll be all over the place in the air, getting to the board. So it's just, it could be a grip issue, it could be a dart issue, but with regards to the throw isn't that bad. You know, it's sort of 6-ish.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
He ain't going to move. From that position, that's comfy. And we're not going with Dave.
No.
Throw if you're nice and comfy. No, Dave.
Well, he's got his slippers on.
He's got his slippers on, so
comfy.
he's gone for comfort. But he ain't going to move from that stance, because that stance is just like, he could stand there all day. I bet he's one of these, I can practice for hours.
Yeah.
Hours and hours and hours I can practice for. Well, you will do, because you're in the most comfortable position possible. You're not putting any strain on your hips whatsoever. So I bet he can practice all day. But so movement-wise, it's a 9 because there isn't any.
Overall?
Yeah, again, it's small. It's small things. When we look at these, we think small things would make him a really good player because he's got lots of good stuff. But feels like a B-.
Okay. B- it is. So you sat watching this, you're thinking, I want to be on the show. Maybe you could be. Couldn't they, Andy?
They could. Just send your video to YouTube@missiondarts.com. You might be in the next series.